As here by Tam, you already perform, you know now how to select your in-group and out-group, how to perform phylogeny analysis using phylogeny.fr, and then you know that you need to do at least 2 phylogenetic trees, one with females and one with a distance method by NG or neighbor. And then you also know in practice how to perform multiple alignment and then how to analyze it. Okay? So maybe today for the first hours, you are going to continue working on your annotation by maybe first be sure about the origin of your fragment before making your multiple alignment before doing your final multiple alignment, in fact. Okay? So you will have maybe 1 hour or something like that, or 2 hours, depending on where you are. And I don't know, Tam, do you want that I show now, since you have followed them more precisely than me? Do you want that I talk about how to get the right, how to be sure that they have the right tree for the right origin of their fragment?
Yes. Can you talk about how to get the right tree? Because
okay, it's maybe better now. It's maybe better now to do that. Okay. Because one way was to tell them to share their screen, and then after that, but I can show that now. So for that, I will share my screen. There is someone who wants to get in. To share my screen. It is that one. Okay. I send you this slide, so you already got them. And then I will not come back on. So I select where we are. So in those, excuse me, I have to close the door of my office because there is a lot of noise in the corridor.
Ơi, cô có vào được phylogeny không ạ? Em vào lấy cái cây của em mà nó tạch mất rồi ạ.
So, as I told you during the phylogenetic lecture, one of the way, or in many times, to interpret the tree, you really need, in fact, the tree of life, in fact. So the species tree. So this is one of the species tree. This is one of the bacteria, and then from archaea, and then eukaryote. And then you are going mainly to work with the phylogenetic tree of bacteria or archaea. And then in this slide, it's on the phylum, the one it's already shown here. I mean, you only find phylum here, common one, okay, like Aquificales, Cyanobacteria, Firmicute, Proteobacteria, it's a phylum, in fact, and then Beta Proteobacteria is a class, okay? So these are the common phyla you can find in your annotation. If you want to go deeper, okay, there is a link in the PDF of the lecture, live map or something like that, that can give you a deep about the class or the order of the family of one of those phyla. Okay? But to analyze the here, it's that to analyze your tree, you really need the species tree or the tree of life. It's clear for everyone. You should always keep that in mind. It means that if you are working with cyanobacteria, for example, you first need to go and find what is the tree of life of cyanobacteria. Okay? If you are working on proteobacteria, you should get in mind, you should have in mind what is the tree of life of proteobacteria, etc. And this also depends on which level you are working on. It means that if you are working at the level of phylum, you should find the tree of life of your phylum. If you are working on the level of class, you should find the tree of life of class. If you are working on the level of order, you should find the tree of life of order. For that, you have the website, life map, something like this. Okay? So, based on those tree of life, you should be able to interpret your own tree. Your own tree is a tree, it's a gene tree. Okay? So, we now come back on the gene tree. To perform your gene tree, you should have at least, you need to choose your in group, okay, and your out group. So, choosing your in group, it's a way to make a hypothesis about the origin of your fragment. And your out group is to make a hypothesis about the non-origin of your fragment. Okay? You have, the goal here is to have a proof that your fragments belong to your in group and your fragment do not belong to your out group. So the first way of choosing your, first way of choosing your out group, the first thing is to select, maybe I should come back, you already have it here, but I should come back. So you have your blast result, you make the tax report, and then from the tax report, you have the blast, okay? You perform step 2C here is your tax list. Follow, so the tax list gives you, depending of the level you choose, if you choose family, you will have a kind of distribution of the number of homologs in each of your clades. Okay? Here, as you can see on the slide, the level here should be maybe phylum or class. So I found gamma with the number of homologs with the range of e-value 2. That is what you get in your taxonomy list result. From that, you should choose your in group and your out group. Okay? So the in group, what does it mean? It means you make the hypothesis about the origin of your fragment. How to be sure that the origin of your fragment should be gamma, alpha, beta, or firmicule. One of the way to put all of the chains, to have all of the chains to be sure that you have the right in group is to find the in group for which you have the high number of alignment, the best e-value, and they should remain homologs. That's normal, okay? It's what is written here. I should maybe put, do you have my screen? I have. Do you still have my screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Okay. So, I was saying that one of the way to be sure that it could be the origin of your is to to have the high number of homologs. That's still normal, because if you have a genes, okay, in practice, that genes should have a high similarities or a high number with other genes that belong to the same families. Okay? That is one of the key to be sure that it should be your in-group. So that gene should be really similar to other genes of the same clade or the same family. So that's why you should have the best E value. The best E value means the lowest E value you can. Okay? And then they should stay homologs. So the outgroup GX here in yellow, the outgroup here, it should be in the same level of your in group, but they should also remain homologs. So now I come back on what if you remember, I told you the last time about in-group by choosing a city and district to try to explain you how to choose them. So I will say it again. The goal, it's really important, that part, because if you don't choose the right or the in-group, everything behind should be false. So that's why I really insist on that. The goal here is to make a proof that your sequence belongs to your in-group. So it means that if you want to have a proof that you are living in Hanoi, okay, the Hanoi is in the level of city, you should prove by the same time that you are not living in another city in Vietnam. Okay? So concretely, it means what you have to first choose is in which level you want to work. That is really important. You want to work at the level of city, at the level of district, at the level of country, etc. If you choose that you want to live at the level of country means Vietnam, Thailand, France, and so on, and you want to prove that you are living in Vietnam, by the same time, you have to get the proof that you are not living in France, for example, or you are not living in China. If you are at the level of city and you want to prove that you are living in Hanoi, by the same time, you will prove that you are not living in Ho Chi Minh or in Hue. If you want to prove that you are living in how you call it? I don't remember the district. How Kam Lake district. Yes. Prove that you are living in How Kam Lake district. You, by the same time, you will have to prove that you are not living in How Kam Lake, but you are living, for instance, for example, in Koge. It's okay. I hope that it's very clear for everyone how to select your outgroup. It's okay. So once you did that, you select your sequence, about 30 homologs from in-group, 10 for out-group, and then you perform your phylogenetic trees. Okay? So once I go back, next slide, that one, not that one, this is alignment. So once you get the phylogenetic tree, the first thing, as you can see here in your slide, the first thing, for every trees you will get, you first need to identify what is called monophylogenetic groups. What is a monophylogenetic group? It's a group of clade for which it's a group. I will give the details a little bit later. For which you have minimum, or all of the member, you have minimum 90%, or all of the member, how to say that? Yes, at least 90% of the member of that group belong to the same clade. You should also have at least 3 members. Okay? So by making that, you are drawing what is called the tree topology. We are going to do that. Do you have a tree, Tom? No.
Yes, I have. So I do my tree.
Yes, not now, but it's yeah. So the first thing, come back again, is to identify what is called monophyletic group. It means you will go inside your tree, like here, you go and then you look inside of your tree where you can put your nodes, and then behind your nodes, 90% of the branches or of the leaves of your tree belong to the same clade. Okay? And then they should have at least 3 members. Okay. And then once you get that, you can identify evolutionary events such as horizontal gene transfer. And then after that, you will determine the origin of your fragment, and then determine also the closest organism of your fragment. Okay? So I will just stop. I will stop here sharing my screen. Tam, if you can put a screen, share share a screen with us. It will be nice, so I can explain. So I stopped sharing that part. Okay. Can you put it in full screen? I mean.
Here I have
You have full screen on the right top. Yes. Is it in the full screen?
I will try another one. Yes,
It was a full screen.
yes, but
But it's completely dark. Yeah. You have another one? Ah, okay. Okay, I cannot see the upper part of the screen. If you can. And then, okay. Okay, thank you. So the kind of tree you will get will be similar as that one. And then as you can see, all of the branches or the leaf, the way it's annotated, you have BBMC1. In fact, it's the initial of each the name of your taxonomic lineage. Here it's bacteria, Bacteroidetes, Bacteroidia, and so on. And this helps you to know in which clade you are. Okay? So here, I suppose that we are probably at the level of family or order. No. In fact, bacteria is a kingdom. Bacteroidetes is a phylum. Bacteroidia, it's a class. And then Marini, something like this, it's an order. Okay? So I suppose here that the in-group was Bacteroidetes. If you can put the mouse on it. Yes, that one. That's the in-group. As you can see, the sequence has been chosen until from the up to the down. If you go down a little bit, it's always bacterio something. It means they belong to the same clade. Okay? So, to make the topology of your tree, you start at the left of the tree. If you can go at the left of the tree, the left, you are on the right. Yes, the left of the tree. And then you start at one point, like 0.55. You see 0.55, and then you move on the right. Okay. And then by the same way, you will have a look of in which clade you are, or if all of the member of the clade, all of the member of the trees, of the nodes belong to the same clade. So where term R point at 1, at that point 1, you see that all of the members behind of the node belong to Marini. Okay? All of the members belong to Marini. It means that at that point, at that node, this can be considered as a monophyletic group. Mono means only one name of the group, similar clade. Okay? So if I move to the next one, I go back 0.55. Okay? No, on the top, the first one on the top. Yes, that one. And then I move on the second branch. You see, I have, at this point, I have only BB, only one BB1 from Bacteroia at the end. So it cannot be considered as a monophyletic group because I do not have at least 3 members. Okay? And then I go down, 0.55 down. If I have a look of all of the member of the branches except for your open reading frame, all of them are Bacteroia, etc. And then they belong, if you go down slowly, and then they belong to the same clade. So at the node, the second node 0.55, if you go there, please, yes, as you can see, all of the member of the group belong to the same clade, so they can be, that group at that point, at that node, could be considered as a monophyletic group. Okay? Here it's 100% member belong to the same group. So in fact, in this tree, I have 2 monophyletic group, okay? And then 1 one branches for which they cannot belong to a monophyletic group, but it doesn't matter. There is no problem. Maybe it's the starting point of another group because you choose only 36 sequences instead of 50 or 100. Okay, but it doesn't matter. So can you stop sharing this, please? And then I will share my screen to continue. So, and then once you get that, you can, I share my screen. So you can draw the topology of your tree. So the topology of your tree look like this. You see my mouse? So from the beginning, I move, I get one, and then I get one monophyletic group, and then the symbol of the monophyletic group, it's a triangle, like you see here. And then I annotated it A, B, or C. In this case, I have three monophyletic groups, but in the case before we discuss, I show you there are only two monophyletic groups. Okay, so the ideal cases when you make your tree topology, it's to have only two monophyletic groups. In fact, one of the groups should be your in group, and another one should be your odd group. Okay, that is the ideal case, but so life is not perfect. So you can have 2, 3, 4 different distinct monophyletic group in your tree, depending of your fragment. Okay. So as I told you, no, this doesn't work. Once you get that, okay, I move to another slide. I come back on this before. So the next I show you in A, here you see A, B, C, D, E, and F. Some example of type of tree you can get. Okay, and in the A case, every time in blue it should be your in group, and then in red it should be the out group in which sequence from out group are. Okay, so in the case of A, this is my topology. Okay, so my out group is here. I have one monophyletic group here, be clear for everyone, and then another monophyletic group here. So the topology is drawn, and then I look where the open reading frame, your ORF are, and then the ORF here, as you can see, it's inside one of the monophyletic group from in group. So in that case, the origin of your fragment should be your in group. So it means that the hypothesis is right. So in this case, the origin of your fragment is the clade of your in group. Clear for everyone? You have chat if something is not clear for you. And then we take the B case. Okay? We have the B case. We have, once again, the in group here, the out group here, and then the out group here. After the tree, I get the topology. As you can see, the open reading frame belongs to a monophyletic group, to an out group monophyletic. Okay? What can you do in that case? Can you, if you understood very well what I said, This is the hypothesis, okay? And then at the end, you see your open ranging frame is in your out group and nothing in your in group. Is it a good or a bad tree for you? You have a chart, good or bad tree. You wrote B and then good tree or bad tree. I cannot see a chart down. Someone, yes, I see someone. And then B, bad tree, it's bad. B, bad tree. Okay, it's a bad tree. I agree with you. Okay, now the question is, in that case, can you tell me what you need to do to get which new hypothesis you have to make now to be sure that for the next tree, for the next time, you will have your open origin frame in your in group.
I think we can switch.
Yes.
In yes, like the out group now is can be group and the in group maybe the out group.
Yes. Good answer. So you switch your in group become your out group and your out group become your in group. But if your out group become your in group, you should not choose 10 homologs to build your in group. You should choose 30 homologs to build your in group, and inversely, you will choose only 10 sequence for your new out group. It's okay for everyone? Hope that's okay. Move now to C. In the C, you have this 3 monophyletic group, 2 from your in group, and 1 for your out group. And then your open reading frame came out here. Good or bad tree. You write C on the chart, and then you tell us good or bad tree. I don't know. So good or bad, I see bad tree. C, good tree. Okay. From Anne, good or bad tree. C, good tree. You'll say, okay. Okay. So it's a good tree. You see, it's a good tree because your open reading frame came out inside a monophyletic group of your in group. Okay. So one way, okay, to have a proof that it's a good tree, as you can swap around the node, each node. If I turn around the nodes, like here, I turn here around the node, your new tree will be like that. From this, it's the same as that one. You follow me? And then your open reading frame will still inside. Okay? So now move on D1. D1, you have the same tree here. Okay? You have here in group, out group, and then in the case of D1, your open, you follow my mouse, your open reading frame came out here. You see where is your open reading frame? This is a case of D1. Good or bad tree? You put D1 and then you tell me good or bad tree. And tell me that it's a good tree. Answer. Who agree with her? It's her or his? I don't know.
Yes.
With him. It's her. Okay. So everyone agree that it's a good tree? Good tree too. Yeah. The answer is bad tree. So the answer is bad tree. As I told you, to consider that you belong to a group, a mono, you should be inside. You see here, it's outside. The open reading frame, it's out. It's not in. So in that case, someone want to talk. So someone to talk. I hear no's, no. Or you close. Zuan Tran An. Can she? I suppose that is a she. Can she close microphone? Otherwise, we understand everything behind. So it's a bad tree. In fact, so it's a bad tree. So one way to resolve the problem is to change the level of your analysis. Okay, if you are working at the level of family, you move at the level of order. If you are working on the level of order, you move at the level of class before choosing another in-group or your out-group. It's why it's written, you see here on the slide in green, it's why if you move back from the level of family, you move to the order, all of the sequence included what you choose as an in-group, as an out-group, before, should be in your new in-group. And in that case, you will choose another out-group. So you will be sure that your open reading frame will come inside your in-group. Okay? This is the same if in the case of D2, as you can see here. In the case of D2, the ORF emerge out of your outgroup. In that case, you move back one level from, for example, family to order. You move back and then you choose another and then select another outgroup. So SE, good tree or bad tree? E, you have chat. Okay, I see bad tree for the two and. Okay, the good answer is it's a bad tree. Okay, Once again, your sequence appear out of the tree. What are you going to do now in that case? What the solution to get the good tree will be to how to select now your new in group and new out group. Change the level. Choose again the change the level. Okay, that's it's a good answer. And then you have F here. In F, your open reading frame appear in a monophyletic group. In fact, it's a mix. It's not really a monophyletic group, but it's a mix of your in group and out group, as you can see here. Okay? And in that case, once again, one of the solutions is to move back, to change the level. Okay? So A, B, C, D, E, and F are the type of tree you can get. And then by using that approach, you can clearly analyze, in fact, your tree and get the origin of your fragment. And if not, you can come back, and in many times, coming back is changing only the level of your working hypothesis. Okay? And then once you get all of that, I should go back, change my slide to go back here. So once everything is fine, you come back and perform your multiple alignment. If not, as you can see in this slide, you go back, choose again your in group or your out group, and then perform the 5 trees again. Okay for everyone? Fine? So I will stop talking now, and then after that, so you can continue working. If you have problem, please share your screen, and then we can discuss about that. Okay. I have a small announcement also for you. I will be absent this morning between 9 and 10. 9 in Europe, it should be 3 p.m. for you to 4 p.m. because I have a really important meeting in the department, so I should be there. But I will be absent only for. Okay, so it's time for you now to continue work.
Em thưa cô.
Em nói đi, bạn nào đang nói nhỉ?
Em thấy ở trong cái trang web mới nó không có cái bio entry nữa. Ở cái phần tree hồi trước ở bản cũ thì có cái bio entry em ấn vào vẫn làm được, thì bây giờ cái bio entry ở cả bản cũ lẫn bản mới thì ấn vào đều không làm được. Bản cũ thì không làm được, bản mới thì không có. Thì em chọn sang nào ạ?
Cái bản mà từ từ nhá. Em vào cái website của Ngọc gửi trước ấy thì nó vẫn có, nó giống như cái phylogeny.fa của tụi em ấy, nhưng cái mg phylogeny.fa thì nó chưa optimize cái đấy.
Vâng, với cả cái ở cái bản trước nó cũng không chạy được nữa. Đây để em share màn hình xem. Ủa, chưa thấy đâu. Cô ơi cho em vào. Đấy ở cái này. Ê, nó chạy được đến cái đoạn này rồi thì nó báo lỗi.
Nếu mà anh chạy cái phi ml thì vẫn chạy được bình thường không?
Vâng, cái đấy thì vẫn chạy bình thường.
Em phải dùng 2 cây. VML stream.
Tối hôm qua em chạy ở cái bảng này thì vẫn được, nhưng đến sau khi buổi hôm nay em chạy nữa.
Ok, em dừng xe đi.
Vâng.
Để cô xem đã nhá, xem là cái website mới nó như nào.
Vâng.
Em làm cái cây female trước ấy, xong là xem là cái tree của em là đã ok chưa, và lại cái set out in group, cái out group của em có phải sửa lại không? Bọn em khi mà sử dụng cái NG phylogeny á, thì có thể sử dụng cái phát đi là cái distance based inference phylogenetic, và nó dùng là bioNG. Hả? Em gõ vào chưa? Cô trả lời câu hỏi của bạn Mai nhá, thì đúng là mình phải làm cả hai cái, xác định cái đấy là hai cái cây, và thường hai cây bọn em thì nó khá tương đồng với nhau ấy. Xong cái phân tích thì đầu tiên là phân tích từng cái cây riêng lẻ, sau đó là phân tích hai cây chung với nhau.
Vâng.
Okay, class, can I have the attention? So you know that when you perform with the phylogeny.fr, so the website this cannot be run. So I don't know. Maybe there are some problem with this website. So I told you to try to the mc phylogeny.fr. So this is the result from that. So normally you will need the text file to input to the annotation to the raw data. So you should download this one, download this file, because here you guys have like the image is very nice one, so you can make the like you can turn this one, swap the tree, or you can like make some modification on that one. But to get the text tree and put it in the annotation, this type it's not we cannot do with this one. So in the annotation, you see that there are the important nodes here, and they have the specific tool for rerouting the tree. So when you go there, you see it accepts the Nitwix format of the tree. So the file that I download is, so you can make the you can open this and make the copy. So you make you paste this here and click display. So there are some options here. You can make the change if you want, and then you can make a copy of the text format and put it in the phylogeny DOS. Sorry, not in the put it in the annotation. So in the click on the tree. You have the one with the raw data. Because this in this place you have to put it as the text format. So that's why I ask you to use this tool. And make a copy and paste it. So normally in the you can change the color, like you can put the in group as red, the out group as blue, and you highlight the orange with another color.
Hello, I'm back. Everything's fine for everyone.
That's I think everything okay. So we try the website mvphilogeny.fr.
Okay. And then it's working now, that one?
Yes, it's working, but the format is not the same with the philogeny.fr.
What do you mean by the format? I'm looking for it. phylogeny.fr. Nothing happened. So if I have a look of the ones of Liam, I'm checking. So what do you mean I'm on so I will share my screen.
Yes.
I share my screen, it's important. So you have my screen here. Okay.
Yes, we try this one, but
what do you mean?
It's so you see that when we upload the file and we do everything the same, but the bioeng does not work, and it takes a lot of time for run.
So you say bioeng. So
yeah,
it means I take the a la carte, that one, and then you say bioeng all at once, you get it. And then from here, the bioeng is not working, and then neighbor, it's working or not? The same.
I run the PML, but it took a lot of time to run this one.
So yes, there is a lot. First, so what do I have to check? I have to check bioeng of both.
You can check if you can run anything in this time.
Okay, so I will check that for you. Okay, I found that.
I have my status sequence. I can send it to you.
Yes, if you want, but I can open it. In fact, female take times, that's normal. But that's it. So no. If I do that here, this is by engine. Second. And then it will choose second. This is a multiple.
Let's pick same error like that.
Result of this type of workflow stage time to display the stage maybe display the stage maybe and that one took a lot of time. It's what you
Yes.
told me. So I should so I take okay. And here if I take neighbor in fact you have the same they create a new page for that. You see,
Yes.
did you try it? That is
Yes,
new.
I tried.
And
I tried the new one.
is it working?
Yes, it's working, but the output of this website it's
Okay.
not the same with the previous one.
Ah,
So I can
okay.
share my screen and we try to reopen the tree with the new.
You have in fact, you have here only a new with display. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it means from a new with you can. Okay, I see. So after I check, I will come back with you. That one is working. Reloaded, please. Okay. Okay. I stop sharing my screen. Okay, you can share your screen with me with njphylogeny.fl. Mhm. Did you share your screen?
Yes. Do you see my screen?
Yes. Now, what is the tree? You should have your tree in.
So this is the tree that I got from the PML.
So you have. Yes. Okay. You have it. Can you click on that?
We have this one.
Okay.
But the bootstrap value, I try to click on this one, but it haven't display.
You don't have the posterior probability in the case
Yes.
of
The PML.
display branch lengths. Can you click on trees? What happens?
It's only show me the length of this one.
Yes. Okay. Can you go down on the left? Nothing more. That is very new. And then can you yes. And then you have a phylogram or dendrogram. Okay, I see.
So I try the new one, but with the advanced workflow.
Yes.
So I think this one's still running because this one is still take a lot of time because it run in the Galaxy server. So
okay.
yeah, it not directly run in the website. So I think they send this one to the Galaxy and then they got the readout right.
Yes. Okay. And if you go back on file, I mean, you try something else, a distance method.
So the distance matrix, so I use the fast
This
one.
is, yes.
So they use the bioentry distance to build this one.
No. Inside the bioentry, you are fast to me. Inside distance method, I mean.
Yes, inside. So it's not easy to use compared to the previous one.
Yeah.
So we have first me and what? So you see, with the branch couples, they said that it's only accessible to
Wait.
the advanced workflow or the workflow mapper.
Okay, I
So I
see.
have to do this again.
Yes.
And for the first me, I think
In fact, the type of you have fast. Yes.
need the bioenergy.
He used bioenergy.
Yep.
So by default, the bootstrap is no. You see
Yes.
here,
Yes, yes.
and then there is no branch support with. Can you go on the top a little bit? With FML by default, no, with FML. Yes, by default here, there is no branch support, you see?
Yes.
But in the previous one, by default, you have a branch support, a posterior probability. So it means to get that, as you show me, you should use advanced analysis. That's it. That is they are moving from the previous website to the new one. So that is not.
I think they should keep the old one to run. You know, that is easy for teaching on
Yes.
the old server than the new ones.
Yes, it's more simple. So I check whether I have the phylogenetic analyzer still running. But we have to learn how to use that new one. We don't have the choice. We need them to get the tree. You see what I mean? But it's not so.
Yeah, do you think that they will fix this website? Because I still use it. I will use it yesterday. So it's normal. It's good normal yesterday.
It was normal yesterday.
Yes, so that's why I got the tree, and the tree that I saw in the beginning of the class. It's the tree that I got from yesterday.
And then it was a female or
a female.
It means something happened.
They are all normal yesterday.
Okay. I don't know. So yes, that's it. Hoping that tomorrow it will be better. Otherwise, we should all move with that new server, ng-phylogeny.ff. We don't have choice for that. They didn't tell me, but I know them in fact. Okay. No. There is so students are blocked, stopped now due to that.
No, I think they're still working on the tree because they can build the tree with the ng phylogeny.ff.
ng.
So you know.
Yes.
Yes, the new one.
Okay.
So we are use the new one, not the old one.
Okay, but it's also fun to use. I know that it means learning, but it's the same principle. I mean, the same way of submit. I'm discovering the new one, in fact. So for me, it's also completely new. Okay, one click, and then fast me. If I choose fast me, auto detect, I can choose the proteins. I keep this, and then the tree, the display. You know what it's possible is to get the tree as in the new week format. You take the tree in the new week format, and then you go in phylogeny.fr, the preview site, and then you select online program. So I should share my screen.
I already taught them how to do this to get the text file.
Yes, the new week is a text format, in fact.
Yes.
So from the new week,
use this tool.
yes, for the new week, from the new weeks, you go in the previous website, in the old one, I'll call it old one, and then you choose online program, and then from that you choose 3D, and then you pass your, and then you get the tree. That is one way. That is maybe, yes, the best way to. There is a computer maintenance in the campus of Lumini, all of the campus, and then that's why there you cannot get access to the server.
So tomorrow maybe we can access to the server.
Yes, it will working.
No.
So can we see the screen, the trees?
Okay. So I
Okay. Yes.
I have
Yes.
4 type of.
Okay. No. Okay. The level, in which level you are analyzes your data. Phylum, class, order, or family, in which one?
I try for level. For
which level? Order?
I try all of them. All the class.
I want only for the tree you are showing me.
Okay.
Which one? What is the level you use with that tree?
So, in my opinion, for this, I use the kingdom level because
the kingdom.
Because I have like and virus in.
So we are going to come back again. Can you show me your tax report or tax list result? Okay, that one. Okay, from that one you have kingdom, you have phylum. No, do not move.
Okay.
You have class. You don't have order. Okay. If you want to get the origin of your fragment, you start by the simple, the more tiny one, and then you move to large one. You should choose first something in the order. If it's not good, you move to class, and if it's not good, you move to phylum, and then kingdom will be the last one. Okay, until that?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, now we are going to start with order. If I'm looking for your table, in the order level, okay, you have Clostridiales. You see Clostridiales?
Yeah.
Yes, that one. Have the minimum value, the maximum one, and then you also have the number of results, the number of homologs, right? Okay. And then you have order clades, unclassified, thermo anaerobacteriales, and then thermosedimentales, and so on. So, and then you have lactobacillale, etc. Okay. So, as I told you, to choose the in group, you choose the one with the high number of homologs and with the best E value. Here, it should be Clostridiales at the level of order. You agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. So once you have decided that about the in group, you have to choose your out group. So your out group should be homologs in Clostridia, but not Clostridiales. So it could be thermo-anaerobacteriales or thermosedimibacteriales or something like that. You agree with me?
Yes.
So we have decided what is your in group and then what can be your out group. Now you come back on tax report. Do you have tax report web page? When you are working on with BLAS, or when you are, can you click on ID? Okay, that one. Okay, and then you should samples, but you should not sample unclassified. As you can see, yes, it's Clostridiales. Yes, you are right. You sample that one. You sample 30, something like, do you have 30?
Yes.
Or 40? And then can you show me where you sample your out group?
Here. But
Yes. And then you should take, normally you should take all of the 7 from your, not lactobacillus.
yes. So as I said before, I tried the order already, and I already have the tree already. So I choose what you say.
So okay.
This is the without form order.
But em một chút em wait me a minute.
This is from the order level.
So the order is the three. Yeah.
And,
yeah.
And what is the in group here?
In group is the Clostridial.
No, it's. Can you go back on your tax list? No, not that one. No, tax list. No. You should, at the beginning, where the table 5.
Yes.
You see, so it should be Clostridia firmicute. Can you go back on the tree now? Only check the tree. Okay, it's that one. Clostridia. I'm checking.
Yes.
There is something wrong because I don't see in group.
Yeah, so I said my tree is bad.
No. It's not that your tree is not bad. Until now, for me, it's not bad. Don't worry.
Okay.
But I'm looking for where are samples from out group. You have one, yes, thermo. Okay, thermo, and then okay, it's okay. And then where is your sequence? It's here. Okay, so that tree is bad because you don't have a monophyletic group with your open grading frame. So in that case, you move further. So you will now take. Can you go back on? Yes, you will now take Clostridia as an in group, and out group can be bacilli.
Yes.
Do that.
Yes, I do that.
Do you have a tree?
I do.
Okay, is that one? Is that one?
I think so. Here you see all the course media and the our group. I select
No, you have something with Atino. That is not normal.
okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. No, I just maybe I just like mistake something. Oh, I think this is the key for
That is what in group it's here it's Clostridia.
yes, Australia and
And
after here negativity, partially teacher, etc.
uh, can you show me the table 5 again? If you take Clostridia,
Mm-hmm.
you can take Bacilli. Can you try with Bacilli?
Actually, only
Only Bacilli.
okay. So I'll try to pick again.
Okay, only Bacilli. Because from, can you go back on the tree? No, on the tree. My hypothesis is that, where is it? It's that negative Q and so on are AGT. Now you can say why they can be AGT. If you go back on the table 5, they are AGT because you have only 6 homologs. You see what I mean? Or 1 homologs. Negative Q has only 6 homologs. Tisserelia has only 1 homolog. This is one of the signs of AGT, in fact. That, you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. But Bacilli has 55 homologs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So you can perform another one with Clostridia and as in group and Bacilli as out group.
Okay, I will do it and come back later.
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. That is a new one with Clostridia as in group.
Yes.
And Bacilli as out group.
Yes. Here is my.
Well, okay.
Group.
It doesn't. Where is your sequence?
As you can see here.
I don't know why it's came. In fact, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm analyzing your tree. You know, down of the tree, you have some tools. Can you go down? So with that, you can reroute your tree. Okay, can you go up and then since you select that, no, do not choose reroute. Can you go back down? Sorry. Yes, reroute. Yes, right, reroute, and then you go up, and then where is your out group? You found the notes with your out group. The note here on the left, not that one. It's not that one. Yes, that one. When you have a finger, you just move the mouse, and if you have a fingers, you click on that. No. In the same. Yes, something there. If you have, yeah, click, and then your tree will be reroute. No,
I haven't chosen this, so I click this first. So
Yes, you check that one. You take that one. Okay. And then when you have a thing, no, yes, that one. You click on that. What happened? You should be at the node. No, 0.7. No, 0.727. That node. No, not that one. 0.7. It's 27, right?
2.724.
No, not 24. No, that one. Yes, that one. Try to get the finger on that node. Yes, that one. Click on that. Okay. By that way, you reroute your tree. The out group will be on the top or down. And in that case, you can easier analyze your tree. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So with this new view of the tree, as you can see, you can have several monophyletic groups, and one of the monophyletic group is on the bottom of the tree, 0.979. At that point, all of the branches at that point are coming from the same clade. You agree with me? So they can form a monophyletic group. You have Clostridia, 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 and Clostridia.
Yes.
The rule is minimum 3, you have 4. So at that point, you can have a monophyletic group in which your sequence HMP are inside, emerge inside.
Yeah.
So it means that the origin of your fragment is Clostridia. Agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. So you see that it was not a bad tree. So I hope that every student understand what I'm talking about. But the message here, when you get a tree, you can reroute your tree. By rerouting your tree, you put like a real tree in the life. You put your outgroup down or on the top at the root of your tree, and in that way, you can have a better view of your tree. Okay? And in that way, like here, you can see that your open region or your genes, your fragment origin here, it's a Clostridia because it came inside a monophyletic group. Here is a Clostridia. Okay, so you can now, that is with FML, you can perform the same tree with BioNG, and then everything will be fine. Also keep in mind that you need to perform 2 trees, but only one can give you the good trees, not both necessarily. Is it clear for everyone? You need to perform 2 trees, but if only one of the 2 trees give you the origin of your fragment, everything is okay. You stop there, and then you make your the analysis of your tree, and then you perform the multiple alignment. You're welcome. You can stop sharing your...
I want to share my tree.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, but okay, we see your screen. The first thing I want to know, every time I will ask those kind of questions to the student, in fact. The first thing is in which level you are working, what is your in-group, what is your out-group before looking at your tree, in fact.
Yes, so I'm working at the level family, and
Okay.
my in is this one,
Yeah.
Bukho, and my
Okay.
algorithm is Bukho Osalo.
Okay. Okay. So I have that in mind,
Yes.
and then you can show the.
This is my algorithm. All of them are above my ORF.
Yes.
Oops. My ORF is this one. And this is my in group is under my ORF.
Yes.
So I don't know this is good or bad.
Yeah. There is out group again.
Yes.
If you start from your open region frame, all of what is down, it's your in group or your out group. You understand what I mean?
Can you re-explain?
So you start from your open region frame.
Okay.
And then you go down. All of the sequence down are from in group or out group. Where are in group inside?
All of them.
All of them are from in group.
Yes.
Okay. So as I can see, I have Burkholderia, and then Oxalobacteriacea. It's your out group.
Yes.
Okay. So you can form from your tree, you can form a monophyletic group of Oxalobacteria. Do you see them on the top?
Yes, I see.
Okay. You can also form another monophyletic group with Burkholderia with your in group. Okay?
Yes.
Now your out group, your sequence, in which monophyletic group you find it. If you take your mouse, you move on the left. Slowly, you move until the branch. Yes, you move on the left. You move on the left again, and stop. No, slowly. When you move slowly. Okay, and then you go down on that branch, and then you slowly, you go up a little bit. You go up. Stop that. At that note, okay, all of the leaves, all of the branches, and then all of the samples are from your in group. Are you agree with me?
Yes.
So it means that your sequence belong to your in group.
Yeah.
Because at that, if you go up a little bit, if you go up with your mouse, yes, until, and then you go on the right, until that node, you can rotate at that node. You see?
Yes.
When you rotate in a node, you doesn't change the your tree. In fact, it doesn't change nothing. You just rotate on the node, and then if you do that, you clearly see that your open region, your sequence, it's inside the in group. It's not outside.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. That's why I say that you have a good trees because your open region frame be emerge inside your in group.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't need to do another tree.
No, this is which one? VML or
the VML.
So
this is the VML.
you need to do another tree with the distance method.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. But no, yes. But the view of your tree is not so nice. In fact, you get the origin of your fragment, but your tree is not so a nice tree. Can you do that maybe with the same sample? You do that maybe tomorrow using phylogeny.fr. You will have something maybe very nice. Only for the view. You see what I mean?
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
Yes. So you take your samples, faster protein samples.
Yes.
You can put it in the notes. You have a note item in Annotaton.
Yeah.
In Annotaton, you have a note, and then you put it there, and then you save it. So tomorrow you can take it again.
Yeah, I already saved it here.
Ah, okay, right. You do okay, and then you put it there, and then tomorrow you can use it again with phylogeny.fr. I hope that the website will be fixed, but normally it should be fixed tomorrow. Tomorrow it will be fixed.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we will continue for all of the students. The next session it's on Monday between 10 to 12 for me. We have only 2 hours, so it should be useful for you that you prepare all of the trees. You can build several trees as you want, but for each tree you should know which level, what is the in group, what is the out group, and so on. You just write, you should keep, so you write it to be sure that you don't forget. And then we will on Monday see that with you, give you some advice or check your trees. Okay for everyone? Okay. So have a good night in Hanoi, and then see you on Monday.
See you on Monday.
See you on